Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mechanical Rain. The last episode, we left off as Wayland had discovered a rapidly approaching Blackwood that would likely come to the headquarters within the next day or so. We are going to jump in right back into the action as Wayland tells the rest of the team members about the impending doom. Let's get into it.
But yeah, he'd go over the comms and to save time, explain what he just explained to Hajime and Verna about the potential of a Blackwood honing in on the dinosaurs that we eradicated off of probably their own radar, and how it's going to get pretty damn close to our little base.
So I don't want to worry anyone, but we're going to have to kick its ass.
Worried.
We're going to have to kick its ass, and we're going to have to kick its ass before it gets too close to us, so that it doesn't bother our dudes. Because I don't want our dudes bothered.
My only thing about kicking its ass is if we do kick its ass and wipe out the power core, it'll alert to the other ones. I don't have to kick all their asses.
We're probably going to have to kick all of their asses anyway.
Did you not assume we were going to have to kick their asses?
Well, I mean... Yeah.
Not all at the same time.
They're not at the same time. They're at different parts of the world. I don't think they'll all get here at the same time. I think...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen, all right? I'm only so tall, and I want to kick my bird's ass, all right? I deserve it.
I don't know. I wouldn't expect these machines that can probably think for themselves to not sit back and plan to coordinate an attack if they know we're here.
I don't know if they can think for themselves, is the thing. We can't prove that they are completely sentient, especially since the words that we use in that dang journal was hunts. That implies animal stuff.
People hunted before we had farms. You remember this.
Yes, but I mean, like, when someone says that blank hunts at night, it implies more than just it going to murder you.
Sure.
Murdering and hunting is different things. Murdering and hunting are different things.
Tell that to Jack the Ripper.
Are they?
Plus, that bird has
Jack
dark
the Ripper
vision,
was
right?
just a pervert, all right? He was just a weird pervert.
Does the bird have dark vision? Do we know?
I think so.
Then it would be advantageous to just hunt at night too. So I mean,
Yes, but
that sounds like smart behavior to me.
It doesn't have sun sensitivity.
I also have night vision, so you don't scare me, bird. Right?
I feel like it should.
Well, I
just
mean,
a
like,
little bit. Not enough to make you quit, but just enough to, keep you on your toes.
Listen, I have
bob and weave, bounce with the combat.
I have survived this long through blind determination, and I'm going to continue through blind determination.
I don't know if determination's the right word, but yeah, no, okay.
Oh, what you guys doing?
I think we're gonna panic a little bit, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Right?
Well, you said
panicking?
You said it was going to show up in a couple days, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Do we have an idea? God, GM, Mitch, do we have an idea of what a couple days is? Like, how much time do we have?
About a week.
Oh, all right.
All right, I'm going to start making some traps.
Yeah, I had the same thought. We need to trap that area. We need to, if we're going to have to kick its ass, we should make the area as advantageous to us kicking its ass as possible.
We also should do some drills with our vehicles, because they're about the only things that'll stand a chance against a Blackwood.
I mean,
Hajime just pointedly looks at Verna.
She's the only one with one that I think hers is the only one with weapon systems.
Yours has weapons.
All of ours technically have weapon systems.
All right.
Mine shoots lightning, among other things.
I'm unsure what we're doing from an above the table perspective. I don't know what we're doing from how we're mechanicalizing those.
Basically, any weapons and probably like 75% of the abilities, at least. It's on a slightly scaled up. It's unpleasant.
No, Jade is asking about the vehicles. You're talking about the black ones.
Oh, the vehicle.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. I don't know how we're ruling the vehicles. I don't know what mechanics we're doing for those.
Oh.
So I was fully accepting that like the noble armor me and my noble armor would have to fight a bird, and I was
Just
accepting that.
Box in a 10 or a 3-story tall bird. Yeah, that's a real thing.
Yeah, like I've played Dungeons and Dragons before. I know how this shit works sometimes. All right.
And if I got
Yeah, I
to box
do.
a giant bird bot, I'm gonna box a giant bird bot.
Yeah, if that's what's happening, I was accepting that.
Mechanically speaking, your vehicles are not going to be useful in combat, with the exception of like Verna's kind of.
Verna's a
Yeah.
tank. How is it just kinda?
Oh, that's like fairly long distance.
And like, you know, it's slow and
Probably a slow
your,
ass rate of fire.
you know,
yeah.
there's, you know, trees and valleys and shit.
Especially
yeah,
putting
no, it's,
putting a tank against a mech warrior is, futile, I guess.
Hey, it's noble or bust.
Yeah, it is us. We have not technically magic, but magic bullshit on our side.
Sure.
Hey, maybe if you get close enough, your noble suit can take it over. Wouldn't that be fun?
That could be fun.
I would not. Well, you know what? I've suggested a lot of shit in the last couple of weeks, and it's kind of been thrown to the wayside. So no, go for it. Put the potentially dangerous artificial intelligence into the systems of a future suit that we found in a cave.
It sounds stupid when you
Oh
say
my
it like
god, I
that.
sound like a science fiction writer.
Who wants to take a joyride?
It's a time cave, and well, we still have a week, and we probably should. It's getting late, so let's rest up and deal with this in the morning.
I guess that's
I
a good
mean,
idea.
I'm all for that idea. I'm gonna head back in and put my suit on the charger.
Yeah, I do the same.
All right.
Yeah, same.
I'm going to go put some goddamn socks and shoes on and probably spend the whole night designing traps.
Yeah, was not gonna ask why you weren't wearing shoes, buddy.
This one and me in the decontamination shower because the radiation juice.
Hajime, go to bed. Hajime, take your long rest.
Take my long rest when I'm tired.
No,
I'll make
and
you coffee in the morning.
I'm going to pull Hajime to our bunks. It's bedtime.
You want to fight me for bed?
I will do you want to strength for strength right here and now?
No, because I know my odds.
I mean, they're about as good as my odds, really. But yeah, no, I think rest is much needed, and we'll worry about, I don't know, preparing the landing zone. I don't know, whatever. We'll figure it out tomorrow.
We got a week to do that, put it together. So we have time for you to make traps tomorrow.
As long as the signal stays on the same trajectory and the same speed that it's going, assuming that's at the top speed.
I need you to stop that. You can't just say it. I need you to not we have to stay positive here.
Yeah, I'm positive it's gonna push our shit in.
Well, yeah, but I'll win is the thing.
Well, yeah, but which you? Because that's also you.
No, I don't accept that.
And with that, Achilles puts his suit on the charger and resigns to bedtime.
All right. Anybody else doing anything tonight?
No, take my suit off and go into bed.
Cool. Then we will
same.
flash forward to tomorrow morning. You guys all
Long rest.
reconvene after breakfast and sleep.
Or to make coffee.
In the command center with the giant map.
Is it still in the same trajectory?
No,
Oh, beans.
no, it seems to have changed its mind.
Where's it going now?
It seems to be going back to where it came from.
Man,
Interesting.
All right. False alarm, I guess.
No, I don't like that.
I don't like it either, and we're gonna have to kick its ass at some point. And I wanted to have our own ground.
Can I get the computer chart and estimated course where it's going now?
Yeah, it seems to be heading back in the direction of the mountains.
Oh, okay. Huh. Well, that's weird.
I wonder if it's like scouting to see if it can find us. And
Oh,
since we
God.
weren't out there, it just kind of.
Maybe.
I got no idea.
Or is it
Alright.
looking for its dinosaurs or something?
Well, didn't it originally like destroy a couple and eat them or something? So I mean,
Oh, that's right.
Well, yeah, wouldn't you like to know where your cattle suddenly went to if somebody rustled it?
Well,
oh yeah,
did,
I
did
guess
it?
so.
Do you know that?
Yeah, because like we either it got there really fucking fast, or it never actually made it all the way.
You don't.
I
You don't know that was the one that had caused that problem initially, Chris.
And I don't remember my neck being that
Oh,
fast.
okay.
No, that scene that you guys investigated was just dino on dino action.
Robo
okay.
pterodactyl.
No, that would be stupid.
I'm
kidding.
That would be stupid. There are no robot pterodactyls here.
Pterodactyls aren't even dinosaurs. It's a different thing.
You're not a dinosaur.
Anyway, I'm offended.
I'm not. You're correct.
I am. Are there any other? Is that still the closest beacon? The Blackwoods.
Closest large one. There's a bunch
Okay.
of the small. There's a whole bunch of small ones scattered throughout the area. But nothing like nothing that seems bigger than like the raptor or the T-Rex that pinged you the other day.
All right. Well, I mean, since that's no longer a current worry, Hajime, is today the day we go for a joyride?
Hajime is currently drinking that coffee from the bottle that he built and kind of looks over and goes, Joy, who's Joy and why? What?
Submarine trip?
He caps the bottle, hooks it back onto his belt, stands up, leaves to go back into the room, comes back out with his whole backpack full of stuff and goes, everybody get your things. Call me Miss Frizzle. We're going on a field trip.
I don't understand that reference, and I go to get my suit. Still absolutely wearing the Helix Academy short shorts and his boots.
You're right.
Not wearing anything else, just going straight for the suit.
Okay.
Nice.
Love it.
I don't. Can you put a shirt on since you wear the suit as pants the most of the time?
Matt, we're going underwater. I don't want to get them. I don't want to get my clothes wet.
Well, it'll be in the. Okay.
But
Hopefully
will
we
we
won't
for
get
the
wet.
whole time?
You know what? You're right. You're right. You're
I'm-
right. You're right. And
I'm prepped for a beach vacation, just in case.
all right.
Eventually, something good has to happen to us on
What
the side.
part of you know what? You have your moment. You might get a beach episode, buddy.
I activate my custom feature, blissful ignorance.
All right.
I have a question above the table, mainly for Rob. Has Achilles
Yes.
told us what the intern found in the storage?
No, not at all.
That's too bad. Because I have plans, I have
I'm gonna be real,
ideas.
I
Isabel
haven't
doesn't.
even looked.
Oh, okay. I respect that.
Oh wow, there's some cool stuff in there. Oh look, radiation suits.
Yeah,
Hence
I
why
figured
I
the
was-
storage unit was going to be something that you people checked first.
Why would we do that?
Yeah, we have a 3D printer.
I was only
Um,
elbows deep in dinosaur. I could not stop.
Elbows deep in dinosaur.
All right. So
I think
anyway,
the episode.
Season
you guys
two.
head down to the thingy, down to the underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to load all of the vehicles into Hajime, or
I didn't know y'all
Hey
fit.
yo. Wait, can mine fit?
yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
What?
shit.
Yeah, we talked about that. I've
right.
got the biggest freaking building or creature out of all
Do
of us.
we want to put any of them in there, or do we want to take the
Yeah.
Jeep?
I don't know if I want to put my construction vehicle in a submarine and take it underwater.
Yeah, I
Or
feel
your
the
sense of
same.
adventure. I feel like the Jeep's not a bad idea though, so I'm gonna go get the Jeep. Hajime, open up your. There's no good way to say that. Open the thing.
Vehicle bay open. I'll
Yep.
say into my wrist port and
Open
see
your
if it
hole.
Oh yeah,
works.
no. A ramp slides out the back, and like an actual door opens up.
Okay. I'll back the Jeep
Alright. You taking any of like the ATVs or anything like that?
I grab an ATV.
in. Yeah, might as well at least take one just in
Alright.
case. Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good to me. So you guys load in there, and are you going to be following that course that seems to have made the only programmed course that's in the sub?
I mean, that's my boat. There's got to be something over there if they made the trek like half a dozen times.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Cool. Who's driving?
Well, obviously, the king of
Just making
submarines.
sure.
Yeah,
It was worth
it's
asking.
submarine.
Yeah, might as well see if I can figure this
Yeah.
out.
I'm gonna find somewhere very obscure in the submarine and paint my little Verna stick figure on it.
Roll performance again.
Ah, crap.
Yeah. You would just keep degrading.
Hey, 13. It got better.
It's definitely a tomato with legs now
Oh man.
and boobs.
Verna's less
right.
happy.
Well, I rolled better and somehow it got worse. Not my fault.
Well, no. Now
You can blame
this
God.
time it has a body. So yeah, Hajime, you fire up the thing.
Yep. I hit the button to turn on and look for the button to open up the pod bay doors. Hal, let me out of here.
Is everybody sitting down? Anybody standing?
I'm painting.
Isabel standing.
All right, everybody not in a
No,
everybody not in a seat. I need a deck save.
Fantastic.
Happily.
I would like to say I was sitting.
I legit was gonna say like Verna would have found a seat pretty soon.
I'm gonna go ahead. No, you know what? 14. Screw it.
23.
All right, Rob, as the sub drops, 25 feet into the water, you kind of fall on your ass, spray paint making an arc across Hajime's roof.
Now we're leaving it. That's artistic.
Yeah, Isabel, you're fine. I mean, you kind of roll with that drop. No problem whatsoever.
Cats always land on their feet.
Sure. All right. So piloting this submarine out, you following on your map, you realize that you are directly underneath the cave system, and you exit about 2 miles down the beach from where you guys had initially landed.
Oh wow.
That's a good enough distance away.
Yeah. Roll. Somebody want to roll me a percentile? See what we got. See if we
Sure.
come across anything.
52.
All right. No, you guys have a relatively calm, clear drive. And you see, looking through the windshield, you see some local aquatic life. A large squid-like creature. Nothing like threatening to the sub or anything like that, but weird, large pink squid guy. Couple of your miscellaneous fish. Something that resembles a coral wreath, though in different shapes than what you're used to, obviously. And after traveling for about 8 hours underwater, your sub seems to take control of itself, Hajime.
Ruh-roh.
Autopilot, here we go.
You seem to be drawn into a rock face.
Hey, Hajime.
Please be a secret door. Please be a secret door. Please be a secret door. Please be a secret door.
As you get closer, it's weird. You don't exactly understand how it works. But like you hear an audible groan and grind as the rock face slides open.
Secret door.
Secret door.
And you enter a very similarly designed structure to the underground, at least where like the submarine drops in, and it kind of moves into a central location and rests on top of these two pillars as the water drains around you.
Cool.
Well, we didn't die, so there's that.
You will note
I was real worried you were going to crash us into a wall, Hajime.
you will note on your map that this is roughly where the islands that you guys mapped out should be located.
Okay. Oh, I guess we go out and explore.
All right. So I'm gonna suit up for this part. So she puts her whole suit on.
Okay.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I don't know what hazards could have been wrought in the however long this has been unused, so I'll armor it.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea to me.
Got a point. They'll do the same.
Nah, Hadji is going to freeform it.
That's only ever gone well for you.
So, exiting the submarine, you're in a very similarly designed hangar. There doesn't seem to be like the offshoot bays for like your individual vehicles, just the submarine base. Some stacks of disused equipment. Your standard garage, and you start heading towards the elevator.
Oh, how many buttons are there in
And
the
it
elevator?
dings. And
If Woodrow's in there, I'm gonna ship my suit.
25 people spill out in very old looking composite military gear, leveling rifles at you, and a figure steps forward. Name, rank, occupation. Who are you? Where did you come from?
Hajime. Hajime, fun the ocean.
No, we're not going with that.
Oh.
Achilles, Helix Academy pilot. Fuck yourself, we landed here.
Where
Why is that better?
where did you find that armor and submarine?
The cave
In the base.
and
back
in the
on
main base
mainland.
back on the
Well,
main.
I'll say what I'm guessing is the mainland.
Do you have any proof that you are who you say you are?
Achilles is gonna flip his helmet down and from his LBE pull out a school ID. Better.
Okay, I just want to point out you have been out of school now for like 8 years.
Yeah, I still have blue hair and amber
No.
eyes.
I just mean
I'm very
no.
unmistakable.
I just mean that it's hilarious that you're still carrying a school ID.
Look, he's sentimental
All
at
right.
times.
Felt the disdain that he felt.
See, Verna gets it.
So the figure kind of moves forward, and he's flanked by 2 guards, and he takes your ID and kind of he scans it with a wrist device, and then looks at you, and then like scans your head.
Oh, that's gonna be
Man.
bright.
Where
If I lose my sense of taste,
our records show that
Tastes
you
metallic.
died centuries ago.
nope.
Oh
time.
man,
That's
we are.
I'm gonna
have-
break it down as simply as possible. Front half of the ship crashed. Back half of the ship went through a wormhole because the engines exploded and crashed 500-ish years ago. We crashed like a month ago.
I'm gonna need the 5 of you in my office.
Why does he get an office
Office?
and we get a workshop?
because workshops are more useful than offices.
Well.
I think we might have an office. We haven't we don't pay enough attention to what's in there.
Oh, we might have an office.
Technically, we outrank everybody on both these islands. But,
Yeah, look, before we
office it
start
is.
going into anybody else's office, like, what? How do we know that you're who? Who are you?
We're the guys with the guns.
Your guns mean literally nothing to me. I can fire lightning out of my hands.
Well, that's nice.
And my dog can eat you.
That's nice. And he just starts walking back to the elevator.
Oh, I'm going to put my hand on the elevator door to keep it open. Not until we, there's some give or take here, buddy. Your guns, like I said, absolutely mean nothing to me.
This isn't a conversation we can have in front of these men.
And then
Oh,
tell them
boy.
to stop aiming the guns. That's kind of the yeah.
I mean, they can keep
To-
aiming the
to
guns.
be
It's
fair-
not going to do anything.
Let them feel
To
safe.
be fair, you have invaded my military base.
To be
To be fair,
this
it's
is
not a well-guarded
technically-
military base.
And technically, to be fair, this is by rank. This is our military base.
I mean, I'm
Oh.
the president of this island, but okay.
Yeah, but you wouldn't even be alive if we hadn't saved the escape pods.
Okay, semantics for later. Honestly, I just want to sit in not a submarine now. The thrill has passed.
Aw.
Let's go.
I quite enjoyed the submarine.
I enjoyed the submarine. It's just the doing all the techie stuff. I really thought we were just going to crash into a rock face and die there because I could not control the submarine.
Yeah, it would have been nice. I'll get in the elevator.
Yeah, Verna follows too, but she's stink eye and everybody else.
So is Waylon, but his visor's on and his suit's on, so they can't really see him.
Isabel's wearing the suit, but she doesn't have the helmet on. She had that fold into it.
Oh, what's the weight capacity on this elevator? I asked the guy.
Couple thousand pounds. I mean, it's a freight elevator.
That's good. All right,
All
that's
right,
good
come on, William.
because
Da-dum, da-dum.
between Wayland and William, we're like half capacity.
Yeah.
So after a very tense elevator ride, the most of the guards, with the exception of like, you assume his two like personal guards,
Yeah.
they exit, and you guys ride up one more floor and exit into a rather like almost lush office. Like not think Oval Office kind of thing. Like you're not hosting dinner parties or taking a nap in here, but it's comfortable.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, you can nap wherever you want.
With a very large window sitting behind the desk.
Oh, I know that theme.
What do we see out the window? Anything?
So you see the island, and what you were expecting to be, trees and grass and mountains and stuff along those lines, is a very densely populated city.
No.
Hang on, sending a thing to the chat.
Neat.
So this is what you guys are looking out at. And in the center of the
Very
city
pretty.
are 5 very large thrones.
Why do you have thrones? Why do you have thrones? I can't be fucking with thrones.
Because they asked us to build them.
Are you talking about the
Oh, no.
real big
No.
robots?
Oh no.
Are y'all a cult
talking-
to the robots?
You're talking about the real big robots.
We just refer to them as the gods because that's what they introduce themselves as.
That sounds right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Do the thrones all look the same?
No, they're clearly individually inspired.
Yeah.
That sounds correct. All
Yeah.
right. I'm guessing as long as you appease them, they don't murder
They
you.
take about 500 or 600 of us once a year.
That's an amount.
That's
To
a fucking
mine their
number.
resources, to help with repairs, and in exchange, they let the rest of us live. It's been this way
500 or
since the
600.
time of my great-great-grandfather.
Sounds about right.
Now, I have an important question.
Huh.
Where did you get that suit?
Well, I got this from the bunker base, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, the underground, on the mainland, at a amount of distance away from here, I guess.
That's still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were told that...
I mean, need a little bit of dusting, but
we
yeah.
were
it's still
told
there.
that everything outside of this island, and as he says that, you notice a slight shimmer kind of above you. Just it very quickly ripples across the sky. We were told that everything outside of this archipelago has been decimated by the storms.
What storms?
Storms. It's nice out there.
Oh,
There's
buddy,
vibrant-
We've been
I
digging
want to
this-
look up at. I
These
want to
folks-
look up at that ripple. Is this like a hologram? Like a hologram ripple?
It's a hologram, could be a shield. You're not entirely sure from where you're at.
Okay, but it's something that's blocking the inside from the
Yes.
outside. Okay.
Hell, the air's even nice out there.
This is
Disturbing, surprising, hard to believe.
you must be you're Achilles, right?
Absolutely.
And that means Verna, Isabel, Hajime, truck guy.
Well, I mean,
It's not
He
wrong.
flips his visor up.
yeah, technically.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. The records weren't
Duct tape
exactly
engineer.
clear about who else was a member of that squad. There were 8 or 9 of them listed on the rotation. I guessed because the truck guy was the largest in my grandmother's or great grandmother's notes.
Who was your great grandmother?
She was a war hero. General Blue.
Yep, I knew it.
Doesn't it? Wait,
Oh,
wait.
Very.
And Isabel raises her hand.
Yes.
But the math. I thought that y'all crashed here, assuming that you're them, like 500 years ago. Wouldn't it be a couple more greats?
I mean, not technically. People can live to be upwards of like 120.
I mean,
I guess.
I wasn't speaking literally. There were a
108.
lot of greats in there.
All right. I just, like,
I do-
we're talking
my-
the length of time.
My great 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 grandmother.
This is
I feel like
half,
now you're being
Just a
patronizing.
little
yeah,
bit.
this
You
is
get
half
that?
it's
All right.
it's half a Roman history of time. Only
Well,
half, though.
nonetheless, yeah, no, didn't die. Space-time continuum, warp engine explosion.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, we didn't even know everything about it until we found the back half of the ship.
So
we found the front half.
No, we crashed the front half.
I'm
no,
going
wait.
to
Yeah,
I'm
we
going
crashed
to
the
need a
front half.
moment here.
Well, we exploded the front half.
And he
Whatever.
brings up his. You assume it's a computer. His eyes, like a screen pops up, but you can see directly through the screen, and his eyes kind of light up.
You got a name, Mr. President?
He doesn't respond at the moment.
Okay. Do you have liquor,
I think
Mr.
he's,
President?
I think he's buffering.
Do we see what's on the Do we see what's on the
No,
screen
there's
at all?
nothing on the screen. There is no screen.
Oh, he's. Oh, well, that's not good.
Okay, so the screen then pops back down, and his eyes stop lighting up. So that actually seems to make sense. Reading quickly through the journal. Yeah. So this is. It's so weird. Apparently, according to the timeline, my great, and he goes on and on, making direct eye contact with
The word ancestor would make this so much faster.
making direct eye contact with Isabel the whole time.
And she stares back. She won't blink if he blinks, if he doesn't blink.
So apparently she was alive like technically a month ago. Yeah, time travel.
Yeah, welcome to
says,
time travel. It doesn't get any easier the more you wrap your brain around
time
it.
travel says they got flung back about 540 years. They set up a resistance against the gods. And then he kind of moves to the window and zooms in. Like moves his hand across and amplifies a statue near the Blackwood thrones, and it's just the bunny bot standing on Woodrow.
Oh, that
Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently that crew, the ones that wore your suits before, were the first sacrifices that they took.
Yeah, that's
would
obvious.
make sense.
Wow. From what I can tell, we've been on this island ever since.
How do they? I don't know. Do they hear and see what goes on here?
No, but they check in every couple of months. It's
Well, that's when they
random.
check
We
in?
never know when they're coming.
Yeah.
Just every few months. Got it.
The bird and the Lady of the North are their enforcers. They check in, and they're the ones that are responsible for taking the
The
sacrifices.
Lady of the North. Which one's the Lady of the
The-
North?
The large one with the fur.
The large one with the fur.
Did my Blackwood have fur?
I look over at Hajime with the fur. They talking about Bunny?
No,
They're either talking about Bunny or they're
No,
talking
the
about
it's not the
Viernesnacht.
sovereign.
Oh, that's terrifying. Okay, so explain to me your names for each of these so we can try to figure out what's what here. I know the bird, obviously.
Yes. There's the bird, there is the sovereign, Lady of the North.
Not sure what that one is yet.
There's one that seems to have gone missing. Nobody's quite heard from him in probably 200 years. And there's the creator.
Hajime's, yours is probably the creator.
The North one's probably
Probably Verna.
Yeah, it's Verna. The only other lady.
And if I had to throw a guess, I'm going to go ahead and guess mine's the one that's been missing because that sounds correct.
That's all 5.
Interesting. Well, I don't want to disrupt this any more than we already have. And I don't know how much information they can gather from what's said around this city. God, I hope it's nothing.
If I know you're here from these notes, there's a good chance they know that you've finally made planetfall.
Oh, that I'm probably sure. I would prefer not to have your little civilization, ransacked because we're here. So we should probably leave.
We also have our civilization to look after.
Well, yeah, that too. It's substantially smaller than this, though.
Yeah, but
Well, yeah.
I care about our station.
We have a refugee town. That's what we have.
But they're our refugees.
If
That doesn't make it better.
you want, they can come here.
Might not be a terrible plan to get them away from the bird
Yeah,
and
we
everything
have a
else
The thing
on
is-
that island.
And put them in the same populace that gets 500 just at random
We have
taken.
Yeah, well, I don't really plan on the, Blackwoods being that operational that much longer.
Yeah, I would rather them stay at our camp because I don't want them to become sacrifices.
I guess. Can you tell
When
us
Achilles-
anything about like what each of them do? Like, do you guys? I don't know how much you guys know and how much you don't.
All we know for sure that they are larger than us, and our weapons don't seem to do anything. I mean, if you noticed
tracks.
what we greeted you with, that was all we have. That was left over from the landing.
All right. Well,
We are
So you guys,
not permitted to create any weapons.
sounds right.
When Achilles said that he didn't think he wasn't planning on the Blackwoods being operational, Verna looked at the president guy. Did he look any kind of way or
No.
okay?
All right. Well, like I said, we don't want to be a bother currently. But I don't know the best way to phrase this. Like they're not actually gods, right? Like they're not.
They can destroy buildings by looking at them.
Yeah, so can a 12-year-old with enough household cleaners and a metal container.
Don't want to know about your
but
childhood.
12-year-olds aren't 50 feet tall.
No. I'm
Not
not
with
saying
that
they're not
attitude.
daunting, awe-inspiring, and powerful. But
Yeah, those words.
like they're clearly robots, unless they somehow have skin now, which would be gross.
That would explain the fur and
Oh,
also
please don't. I
raise
look
so
at-
many
I
questions.
lock eyes with the president. They have skin, don't
They do not have skin.
Oh, thank God.
You know what?
That'd be so gross. All right. Well, we're honestly, I don't want to be here any longer than we have to, mainly for your sake, not ours. Why else did this sub show up here? We showed that they made a lot of trips back in the day with it.
I mean, this was a fairly resource-rich environment. I assume they had to expand where they were living. We were a fairly large population at the start, according to the notes. An island stronghold's not exactly the worst idea.
No, it's not.
Looks out at the thrones again, just kind of like, it was good on paper.
All right. Well, I'm not going to tell you anything about what's happening on the mainland because, like I said, I don't know how much they can and can't find out when they come here. So if you don't mind, we would like to turn our submarine around and leave you guys in relative peace.
Yeah, I mean, if you're leaving, go now. They could be here any day.
Yeah, I'm not looking at that. Do they all come at once?
No, they usually just send one for the culling. We never know which one will be showing up.
Really? I look back at the group. One for the culling.
Hmm.
Do you guys have like a large open area in which you do this?
They come to the thrones in the center of the city, and we.
Yeah.
I kind of look over towards the city. How open is that area? Is it robot fight open?
Yes, you could have a battle there if you needed to.
So, hypothetically speaking, Mr. President, or descendant of Blueberry,
I don't like where this is going.
but that's why I said hypothetically. You don't have to like a hypothetical. Hypothetically, if we were to free you from your god problem, do they do anything good for you guys or just not kill you?
They protect us from the storm outside.
I'm not worried about that part. We got a lot to talk about after the fact. But like at otherwise. They don't they don't produce your food or any crap like you do. You guys do all that here?
For the most part, yes. They deal with the occasional large metal monstrosity that wanders in.
No, okay, yeah, no, that checks out. But like, if we were to say remove the problem of these gods culling several hundred of your people every year for basically enslavement camps, that way you guys could be a functioning civilization, with like open trade or even back to the mainland, blah blah blah. Is that like something that like you're against and we should do outside of your city?
Don't put my citizens in danger.
Yeah,
That tracks.
I don't.
Yeah,
I think
fair.
if we kill them here, then they're gonna come here more, and that seems like
Yeah, you're probably right.
that seems like an issue.
Yeah,
That's
fair
true.
enough.
They'd probably all descend on the spot at once.
Which one do you see most often?
But I said the bird of the north one.
That's right.
The bird shows up a lot. The Lady of the North comes frequently. The Creator shows up every 50-ish years, usually arriving by sea.
Ew, wait a minute. That's weird. All right. Well, you know what? We'll unpack that at a later date. We are going to leave you guys in peace so nobody else has to get harmed, minus your culling, which I'm hoping to stop before that happens again. But, timetables are weird.
Before we leave, Myrna takes her finger gun and points it at the bunny throne, the sovereign throne, and just goes.
The president just kind of looks at you confused.
I'm
gonna high five. A high five Verna.
It's a 500-year ago thing. It's all right.
You wouldn't understand.
Or a now thing. Dude, your timelines, man. I get it. And I'm going to start heading towards the elevator.
Wait, before you go, and he kind of pulls a chip out of the side of his neck and hands it to you.
Disturbing,
Whoa.
but okay.
You'll just read it later.
All right. Well, when things are safer, we'll talk again.
Okay. All right. And with that, you are escorted back down to the hangar.
So the Creator comes from the sea, but obviously Hajime is not the Lady of the North unless he is.
No. I think the Lady of
You
the North
have to
would
be
be my
the
man.
Lady of the North.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, and the Creator coming from the sea, wouldn't that make sense?
No, Hajime wasn't really aquatic. Hajime's Blackwood was definitely not aquatic.
Oh
That's
God,
true.
no! That thing hits the water. I was going to sink to the bottom and never come back.
Well, I mean, it does emerge from the water, so maybe you just live on down there and you climb on up.
It could be a Godzilla kind of
It's
situation.
not me.
It could be a Godzilla situation where it just walks on land from being underneath of there.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It could be a kaiju situation.
Well, nonetheless,
I mean, I'm pretty sure all of them would have to be to get here because it's an island. Only one of them flies.
We kind of have a timetable in which we need to do this, so we should really plan on. I'm going to go with the bird should go first.
I think the bird's closest. I think the bird's on the mountain right there.
Yeah, so let's get back to base, and we'll at dawn or at dusk we plan. How long was the trip here?
About 8 hours.
Oh, okay. So at dawn we plan because I'm going to bed when we get home. Hajime, autopilot us home or into a rock. Don't care.
Yeah, I'll see if I can reverse the track and get us back to base.
Yeah, no, the sub seemed to have turned itself around while you were up there, probably on whatever gimbal that it was located on, and you managed to pilot back out, and a few hours later you pull back into your garage.
Well, that was fun.
All right, guys, what the heck was that?
So best I can determine is
Walk and talk. Let's get to the map room quick. I have to check something.
not sure if I'm assuming, obviously the front half of the ship crashed because me and Hajime blew up the back half of the ship.
Yes.
Obviously we know they didn't stay at the front half of the ship. So I'm assuming they made our base and then found a remote area that would be quote unquote safer from the Blackwoods. Was not. Obviously, besides Woodrow, and I'm assuming Bunny, whoever else wore these suits before us, didn't do an awesome job. Just judging by the statue.
Yeah.
Because
But you also have to.
that
you also at least have
statue,
to,
GM, that statue, was Woodrow wearing my armor in that statue?
Woodrow was in the armor without the helmet.
Okay.
And he looked old. Like
That would
like-
also make sense. Not
like-
exactly a spry
like
young
30,
man.
40 years older than when you last saw him.
Ooh, okay. So he was wearing the armor for a
Yeah.
hot minute.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So I'm assuming a not so spry Woodrow, Bunny, maybe one of your lab assistants. Who knows? I don't know who wore. You know what? Can you ask your suits who wore them before you?
Right.
Oh, I hate
No,
that.
good idea.
Yeah.
it's a bad idea, but it's honestly the smartest thing we've got going right now. Yeah.
Ooh, that's saying a lot.
Oh, cool.
Because I know who wore mine.
Hang on, let me get to that page in my notebook.
Because I know Woodrow had my armor.
So Woodrow had yours.
That's why it's so.
Verna,
musky.
yours was actually piloted by Bunny. Or I'm sorry, not Bunny. That's bad.
But Bunny.
No, yours was piloted by Blueberry.
No, okay.
Yours smells like war criminal.
Yeah, war. You mean war hero?
Yeah.
Wink.
We're off the island. It's a criminal again. Understandably so.
Yours was piloted by Atticus.
Oh, that
Atticus.
makes sense.
All right.
Hajime, yours was piloted by a Mark Sampson, who you recognize as not a member of your engineering team, but he was a member of like an engineering team.
Hmm.
Well, let's hope ours goes better, or else Bunny's gonna have herself another statue with a lot more bodies on it.
Yes. And Isabel, yours was piloted by somebody named Kara.
Don't ring. a bell.
It wasn't anybody that you guys had met. Just
Okay.
just a soldier.
All right. Well, I guess let's all, get some sleep, and tomorrow let's figure out how to bag a bird.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Before, or I guess while everybody's going to bed, Hajime would like to do one last check of the map. See if any of those pings moved since we found this other
The
civilization.
bird seems to have gone back to its nest. Everything else has moved
Okay.
in like roughly the location that they were in. Just general area movement. Like nothing's heading in
Okay.
any direction.
So, yeah, nothing like got up and started walking
Yeah.
toward the top of the
Yes.
ocean or nothing. No.
You guys
Good.
think we can trust the president?
Oh,
50-50.
fuck no.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
I'll say 50-50 only because the gods, quote unquote, killed his ancestor.
Right. So it'd be advantageous maybe for them to rat us out.
Nah, maybe, but also it could be bad because technically they didn't kill us on sight and they let us leave.
Oh, that's
So
a
like
point.
I'm gonna go 60-40. They don't rat us out. That 40% only because that entire current generation is brainwashed to believe there's storms ravaging the outside of their shield barrier
Actually, I need to roll for that.
or whatever that is. Shield
Yeah,
barrier,
that's
dome,
something.
whatever.
Also, anybody else want to just throw that into the fucking ether? Bunny's uncreative ass talking about storms ravaging outside of a peaceful bubble of utopia.
Yeah, it's sounds about right.
Yeah, how unoriginal. I've seen plenty of movies about that.
Yeah, it's almost like she watched season 1, and you should too. Shameless plug for season 1. Let's go. But yeah, so Hajime, also tomorrow at some point, I want to see if we can get those raptors up and running.
Yeah, okay.
Why are you sweaty again? How do you do that? You just like turn it on and off.
It's honestly genetics that I can't get rid of.
Oof, brother. But nonetheless, because I feel like you're able to do stuff with the dogs, maybe you or
Yeah, the
one of us
dogs
can do
were just
something with the
my old
dinosaurs.
design stolen. This is
Right, but they work differently because you're watch paired with them, which means they're leech capable.
Do we know if the dinosaurs are leech capable? Stares at
No.
Waylon's character.
Hey, Hey, you guys weren't there for that.
No, but if they are, somebody's watch is bound to light up.
Yeah, I can fiddle with it and see if I can get it working.
All right, cool. But like maybe just like the head. I'm just saying if my theory is incorrect, I don't want to be mauled.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, cool. So
I'll
like
get
maybe
to
just
it
the head.
later.
I have faith in you. I'll help.
I don't have faith in me.
I'll help anyway. So
Yeah,
We'll get some
I'd
sleep.
entertain that.
tomorrow we'll try to get the dinosaurs working, and we hatch a plan to bag a bird.
Wonderful plan.
Oh, I would also like to see if we can make. Do you think we can print weapons off that 3D printer?
No. We can print the parts, but not the actual weapons itself, it seems.
We have. I mean, I gave
No.
out weapons already.
Yeah, there were weapons already in our.
There's also, and he'll pull up his little ARM computer. Thanks to, and I think back, having never gotten his name, my assistant. There's also a fair amount of like armor in the storage room, so arguably.
There's a storage room?
Oh my god, it's like he doesn't listen. It's where I got the printer.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, man needs more coffee. We let him drive a submarine.
Or less coffee. I'm not sure.
Yeah, always more.
Don't you ever say less again.
Before we depart the base at all, we should probably set up like a decent little defense force, because I believe there are some powered exoskeletons in the storage room.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, which wouldn't be a bad idea to give the patrol. And then there's also tactical vests, helmets, Kevlar.
Actually, that sounds something up Verna and Allenby's alley.
Yeah, you know what? We can handle all of that. I'll make a to-do list for us for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Verna was definitely thinking
I have
one of those.
been regrettably awake for like 17 hours. Yeah. And I'm going to go and put my suit back on the charger.
Wonderful.
Cool. Verna does the same thing.
Yeah, same.
Anybody else?
Once everybody else leaves, and I catch up with Hajime.
So Hajime is just kind of like staring at the dagger in his hand, thinking about putting the suit on the charger. It hasn't yet.
Hey, so about these dinosaurs, and I'd like
the ones that are in pieces up in the lab, or ones we haven't found yet.
Well, and I'd like to manifest the wrist part with the.
I mean, that doesn't really go away. That's just like an oversized watch.
Oh, okay. Well, I just hold it up to him then and point to the one that has a little Tyrannosaurus skull on it.
It's in the same location as
my Good Boy Brigade button. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Check it out. It appeared shortly after we got back here, after we took out the T-Rex.
Well, shit.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I think
then I will futz around in the morning and try and get one of those things at least halfway started up, and we'll see if you can tell it to do things. And if it listens, then we make them bigger.
Let me back you up just a little bit. So I tried to activate it, and it said not in danger, will not activate. So I'm not sure if it'll work right now.
Well, I mean, from what I was fiddling with and figured things out, I can still, like the submarine thing, I can still command it to turn the lights on and stuff even when I'm not in danger. So maybe it's like the button is the oh shit, we're in trouble thing, but you can still tell it to do things.
Maybe.
Nobody left me an instruction manual, which was one of my rules. Well, I haven't looked in a lot of places for the instruction manual yet, but...
Well, if we find past you, we should kick his ass.
It's not past me I'm worried about. It's now me.
Yeah, well, anyway, I think these dinosaurs will they'll work.
Oh, they'll definitely come in handy. I understand what you're trying to get at here.
Yep.
Let's table that for the morning.
Sounds good.
we'll go sit in the lounge for a little bit, and I'll come to bed later.
All right. Well, don't forget to take your armor off.
Yep.
Take it easy. Waylon's gonna head back to after he doffs his armor. He's gonna head back as well to sleep.
Hajime, you doing anything specific in the lounge, or?
Hajime is going to go into the lounge to take his 8 hours. While still wearing the armor, he is conscious and aware of everything that happens, so he's going to tell the suit to start reading off the instruction manual for him, and any instruction manuals that can fit within 8 hours. And he's going to sit there and learn it all.
Neat. Just from my personal knowledge, how long have you been wearing the suit now?
That would be a
Technically
whole
only,
day.
I would say one full day so far.
One full day, but it's only going to be active for about 8 hours.
No, all good. Just
it was in like everybody else armored up. Haji was still just standing there with the pauldron, like, hey,
no.
Please shoot me. No
worries.
Okay.
So specifically, you learn about the leech evolution function. Essentially, it will take equipment scavenged from compatible tech, creating an amplified combat mode.
Amplified. Great.
Yeah, it will take the form of a weapon and like over armor.
Oh, okay. I don't not like that. Okay. But yeah, Hajime's going to go through like every instruction manual on anything that's stuck in this suit as much as he can until the morning, where he will put the suit on the charger before everybody wakes up.
I mean, you get basic information about how the suit functions. A little bit about a little bit about the guy that wore the suit before you. How some of his tech went into helping to design these. You get a readout of all of the vehicle specifications. You find out that Chris's has interchangeable tools for the front that can be swapped out as needed. A detailed layout of the map or of the base. You understand how your submarine works, how to activate like, oh shit, we're being exploded mode in the base itself.
Oh shit, we're being exploded.
Yes, essentially it's like everything gets locked down, the wall, the doors come down, they get barricaded.
Like an emergency bunker mode.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You can compartmentalize different areas, air filtration, all that kind of fun shit.
I see. This is
yes.
the blind.
You'll also find that your suit is equipped with a long-range scanner.
Well, hot damn. The price of knowing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I got for the evening.
Jim, at some point, probably like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, Achilles is going to kind of wander out to like the main area.
Yes.
He's going to sit down at one of the computers, and from his little like wallet, for lack of a better term, he's going to pull out a little SD card.
Yes.
I'm going to slot it into the computer.
Okay.
And he looks around, make sure nobody's watching him.
Okay.
And he's going to play the last video his parents sent him.
Aw.
Making sure nobody is within earshot.
That's
Is the lounge within earshot?
No, you're way down the hall.
That's actually rather touching. It is a video sent from the ship as right before all hell broke loose.
I remember my family didn't leave the planet.
Oh, they didn't? I'm sorry. I thought they were on the ship with you.
No, remember my family wouldn't leave the manor house.
Okay.
Because they're rich and stubborn.
Well then in that case you tell me what it was, because I clearly have the wrong set of notes here.
No, you're good. I think it'd be like probably like shortly after he would have sent them a message about the evacuation. A very short message like, hey, planet's exploding, you need to leave. And that's about it. And their message back, is that, they're not leaving and whatnot. And his father kind of gets angry and storms off screen. And I think his mom, in a small moment of maternal instinct, has just some generally kind parting words.
Oh,
but yeah, so he's gonna make sure nobody's watching. Then he's gonna pop the chip out.
Okay.
I'll put it back in his wallet and grab something to drink, and then go back to his room.
Are you doing anything with that data chip that the president gave you?
It seems like a tomorrow problem.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Then yeah, I mean, you all doze off. I will let you guys make the decision. Do you want to stop here, or do you want to go through another day?
I think this feels like an end
I
of
think
it.
we should probably. Yeah, I feel like this is a good stopping point for the night.
That works for me. Does anybody want to do anything real quick before we call it?
No, I'm not gonna go.
All right.
Yeah, I wanna take a Sharpie marker and paint. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Verna?
Nope, I'm good.
Isabel?
No.
Wayland?
Nope, I got nothing.
Hajime?
I'm sitting and learning.
Dude,
All right.
I'm reading the book.
I mean,
I know
realistically,
Kung Fu.
the book is reading him, but let's be honest.
That's weird.
All right. Well, then in that case, like and subscribe, and follow us on the YouTubes and Twitter, and
Download on Spotify.
Yeah, download us on the Spotifys.
You can rate us now. There's a rating
wherever
button.
you
Oh yeah.
wherever you
That
get
too.
your podcasts. If you can't subscribe or whatever, please just think really hard about us. We'll understand.
No, it won't. Subscribing's really easy.
Oh, there's one now. If that lines
All right.
up, I'm happy.
So with that, good night and thanks for listening.
See ya.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
End of existential crisis.
We have to stay positive here.
Yeah, I'm positive it's gonna push our shit in.